Hey my loves, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm gonna be explaining my simple weekly planning system so that way you can also create systems that will maximize your productivity, reduce your stress around planning and getting things done. So when I plan my week, I follow a few easy steps which takes around 10 to 20 minutes, and since I already have my month mapped out before, everything flows more smooth, more fast. So I will highly suggest you to start with monthly planning, because after that you only take a piece of that cake and eat it. Otherwise you have to make that cake first in order to take a slice. I hope you got what I mean. 1. Getting an overview of the week ahead. Before anything else, we want to know what's gonna happen that week, determined in advance or likely to happen. So I sit down with my planner and try to come up with future events, especially important ones. If several certain things I need to remember or follow along, deadlines, birthdays, etc. And I mainly get help from my calendar where I note significant events within that month. You can check your calendar notes on phone, look for any dates, appointments, and move on like that. At the end of the day, it's your system and your way to be organized with your schedule. 2. Writing down weekly goals. Nowadays, the latest addition to my planner has been weekly goals section, because I can separate a whole month into smaller chunks and achieve my monthly goals one by one. And max, I put 3 as I find it doable, realistic. Also, I don't want to separate my focus too much. If you want a stress-free system, that is it. Remember, we're not planning every single thing because we're bored or don't have something better to do, but to actually improve our effectiveness, productivity, and manage our stress levels better around work, since we all know it can be a big thing. So write down tasks that's your priority for that week, whether their deadline is approaching or it's important, non-negotiable for you. If I have to give examples from myself, very typical, I jot down the number of YouTube videos I want to publish that week. If I want to finish a book or a course that I've started before, it also becomes a small challenge for me. If I have a doctor appointment, if I have a meeting somewhere, etc., etc. I believe 3 is the sweet spot here, but anything from 1 to 5 would work as well. Again, you do you. 3. Placing tasks into days. I for sure don't do this for every single task, but if there's a possibility of me forgetting to do those, such as my language studying routine, which is 4 times a week at the moment, I put them down in advance. Another scenario, I know how the next 2 to 3 days will look like, so I start to create their to-do list starting from non-negotiables. And if I feel like it's too much for a day, right now I'm more aware of my energy levels and limits, I push that task, primarily not urgent tasks, to the other days. If that day comes around and I feel like I have room for more tasks, I take them back to my list. This is basically how I find balance. It's not strict. In fact, it cannot be, since things change a lot for me, so I prefer to go with the flow time to time. And for creating themes. When I was researching how to create a system around my work, I saw this themes idea and it sounded amazing, because especially for us as content creators, it's hard to put it into a fixed schedule when it's such a flexible job. So you basically determine themes for every day of the week. For instance, Monday is admin day. I'll check, respond to my mails, do any other admin stuff on PC. Tuesday is for content planning, brainstorming, scripting, researching. Wednesday, shooting. Thursday, editing, graphic design side. Friday, publishing content, copywriting. Saturday, Sunday, rest. Depending on your work, study, workout program, you can come up with your own weekly planning system, which will allow you to structure your days, eliminate stress factor as much as possible, get rest, and maximize healthy productivity. So guys, this is how to plan your week effectively without getting lost in details, planning every single hour. I personally don't do in-depth planning, time blocking in advance because I don't follow along. It gives me more stress, it's hard to track. And I could create a complex, detailed video for this one, but it wouldn't reflect my reality, my planning process, as it's too simple because I like simple stuff, and it would freak out many people and make them bored or scared of planning. So yeah, I hope you liked this quick guide on how to plan for a productive, stress-free week. Let me know what you want to see next. Love you all. See you in the next one.